But on the heels of what Dillon was saying, there's another quote that's from your book that I believe is that was actually kind of eye opening for me. That was kind of a revelation for me. And that is, it says, in America, too often we haven't allowed white boys to experience normal anxieties and insecurities. We've taught them to push those feelings down. The reason why that spoke to me so is because that is something that white boys and black boys have in common. And you never think about that on the other side of a black man that's experiencing something at the hands of a white man is a black boy that had not been allowed to experience normal anxieties and insecurities, that is standing across from a white boy that was not allowed to experience normal anxieties and insecurities, and that was taught to push those feelings down to the point where he cannot see that black man as a brother because he was not allowed to have empathy for that black boy when he was a boy. And that could be a whole theological I could probably write a thesis on that. But the reality of it is there's a mirror there that we don't see or maybe not recognize. And it's a difficult, I will be honest and say that it's hard for me to have empathy for a racist. And it's hard for me to have empathy for a bigot and someone who's xenophobic and homophobic. And at the same time, I know that at some point, this grown man that is so hateful and that is speaking vitriol and foolishness out of his mouth, at some point, there was a little boy there that was having his humanity crushed into a box. You know what I'm saying? Forcefully molded and shaped to the point that he cannot see the humanity in others. And someone created that man. There used to be a boy in that spot. There used to be a boy standing in those shoes that didn't hate his black brother and his brown brother. There used to be a boy standing in those shoes that maybe did like to play with dolls at one point and now hates the queer community. There used to be a boy standing in those shoes that was kind to girls and now is online spewing hatred and calling women out of their name, lonely in the basement somewhere, telling another woman that they would never have a chance with to begin with, that she's gonna die alone with her cats. You know what I'm saying? There used to be a boy. There's a broken white, for every broken black boy, there's a broken white boy. And that quote touched me in a different kind of way, because when I read that, I was like, for some reason, I never thought about that, but it is true. It is true that they have not been allowed to experience normal anxieties and insecurities and have had their entire world shaped for them. But at some point, you have to be accountable as an adult to shed the layers of hate that have been painted upon you year after year since you were born.